Hey everybody, I am coming at you from my car today, and today we're going to talk about magnesium. This again is another product that is in the wellness pack. All the products of the week for the next few weeks are all coming from the wellness pack. As Dr. Ryan had said, magnesium is the magnificent mineral. I mean, the research in the 30 years that I've been doing this, and Dawn is going to go into this, the research that we have on magnesium now, we always knew it was important, but not quite as important as it is. And before I turn this over to Donna, I'm anxious to learn a little bit from what Donna has to say as well. I just want to make sure that you guys all know there's not a magic pill. You can go online, whether it's an MLM or somebody that can afford thousands of dollars for radio commercials, and everybody promises you, oh, if you pay 120 for this liquid or $90 for this pill, you'll get your brain function will be better or your blood pressure will go down. You guys, you have to be utilizing more than just one thing, and that's what I like about the wellness pack for $99. And you should add the coffee, which I think brings it to 119, something like that. That's going to give you everything you need: brain health, gut health, heart health. It helps with weight loss. It helps with just living a healthy lifestyle. If anybody's watching this, whether it's a replay or now, I want you to put in the comments for everybody that's on the fence about whether or not they should take these products or buy the wellness pack. Let them know how you're feeling. I mean, this is a game changer. So I am going to turn it over to Donna, because she's our expert, to go over the details of why magnesium is so important for you to have.
All right. Well, thanks, Tanya. So hey, Carrie, I'm so excited about this. There is so much stuff. So I know, Tanya, you talk a lot about macronutrients. So now we're going to talk about micronutrients.
Oh,
this
cool.
is really important, right? So all that talk, your carbs, your protein, that's kind of distracting. So, the carbs, protein, and your fat, they're your macro, right? But micronutrients, like you were saying, I'm so glad you brought that up about everything else and how these all tie together. This is yet another supplement that's works complementary with the other ones. So why do we care about magnesium? Well, we know that most of us are deficient in magnesium. It's said that reports say at least half of all adults are deficient or are getting not enough magnesium into their diet. And we know that the soil and the nutrients are depleted in everything that we're getting. And if you're having a lot of stress, if you're even a lot of exercise, or if you're, going through some illness, or you drink a lot of alcohol or some alcohol, or you're eating food that are processed, in a box or a bag from a takeout place, you're going to be deficient in magnesium. And how do you know low levels of magnesium have been tied to, this is why it's important, have been tied to an entire laundry list of chronic conditions such as Alzheimer's disease, diabetes type 2, right? Bone-related issues, and heart disease. So that's really important. So this is all about longevity, right? And we know that May is Mental Health Month. So we also know that low magnesium has been associated with people that have depression and sadness and things like that. They usually are low in magnesium also. People with seizure disorders, things like that. So I have a lot of information here, and I'm just going to go through it, and I hope that I think it'll make a lot of sense. This is so much information on magnesium because it is, like you were saying, it's the forgotten mineral. It is really, it's an essential mineral, which is a cofactor in over 300 enzymes, reactions, and processes, right? So over 300, we need more. Yes, we do. So it's responsible for, this is just part of the list, but think of how important magnesium, it has a role in all of these functions, and there's over 300. So I'm going to just give you some highlights: protein synthesis, muscle contraction, nerve function, blood pressure, hormone binding, synthesis of DNA, metabolism of insulin, and more than 300 other things, right? So it's every process in the body is affected by magnesium. So if you are low on magnesium, then all of these processes are going to be disrupted. So, and gut health is important here too, because like you were saying, Tanya, like why we need the wellness pack, things like that, because if you don't good gut health, you're not absorbing anything right anyway, right? So there's a lot of talk these days about nootropics, right, which is for brain health. Well, I'm sorry, if you go and look at someone's blood test, no one is ever deficient in something that's in a nootropic. Never. Like the ingredients that are in there, like you can do all the blood tests you want, but you will be deficient in vitamin D. You will be deficient in magnesium. You will be deficient. I could go on and stuff that are essential in the body. So the amino acids, things like this. So that's why before you spend money on these other fancy things that they talk about all over all over the internet, you'll find that everyone's selling something for your brain. Until you fix the essential things, it doesn't matter what you're throwing at it. So, so another thing is deficiency, where most of us are deficient. But the blood tests are hard. The typical blood test they do for magnesium is like a magnesium test. It's not adequate. You really need to go into the serum levels and whatever. So it's much more involved. But just know you're probably, if you're wondering if you're magnesium deficient, you are. Signs of deficiency: muscle cramping, usually at night. Sleep disturbances, stress and anxiety, you know, where you're really wired, you're really, you know, wound tight, or you're really on all that stress, right? Like me right now, I'm going, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, constipation, because you need magnesium for muscle motility. What is muscle motility? It's the muscle movement which passes food through your digestive tract, especially the colon. So without magnesium, so people that are constipated, you're probably dehydrated or whatever, but you need magnesium to help that flow go along and push it out. Fatigue, I don't know how many of us here have fatigue or heart palpitations, atrial fibrillation, cognition, right? That's everything to do with thinking and retaining and learning and everything, right? Headaches, like so migraines and such headaches like that can be a symptom of low magnesium. Isn't that nuts? So magnesium is known to improve energy levels. It plays a crucial role in energy production, and maintaining healthy levels of magnesium in the body may help support healthy energy levels, right? So that fatigue, so we need to bring that up, right? Better sleep. Magnesium can help support healthy sleep by regulating the body's production of the sleep hormone melatonin, right? So these all work together. Reduce stress and anxiety. Magnesium may have a calming effect on the nervous system, which can help reduce stress and anxiety. Thank you. Improve muscle function. Magnesium is essential for healthy muscle function, and maintaining adequate levels of magnesium may help to support muscle function. Better bone health. Magnesium is important to bone health and may help to support healthy bone density, right? How many of us as we age, bone density is an issue. If you're not lifting weights, and you're a woman over 35 and you're not lifting weights, and you're not doing weight bearing exercises, you're going to be bone deficient, right? You're going to have, you get tests for osteopenia, then osteoporosis. We don't want that. Those brittle bones that break easily, right? It's usually your bone breaks and then you fall down. So we want to work to prevent that. So magnesium is going to help with bone density. Improve cardiovascular health. Magnesium can help to support healthy blood pressure and may help to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Okay, thank you. Enhance immune system function. Magnesium is essential for healthy immune system function, and maintaining healthy levels of magnesium may help to support immune system health. Magnesium works hand in hand with vitamin D. You must have magnesium for vitamin D to work to its maximum capacity. So without magnesium, if you're taking vitamin D and you're not getting everything else, you're not going to be able to absorb that vitamin D right without the magnesium. So we want, or it's not going to work to your advantage unless you're taking a magnesium also. So it's so important. So magnesium you can get from some foods. So these foods contain magnesium: wheat bran, amaranth, spinach, cooked spinach, sunflower seeds that are dried, black beans, mackerel, cashews, flax seeds, almonds and almond butter, dark chocolate. Like, you know, if you're someone that eats almonds and you eat a bunch of almonds, you'll have loose stools. That's because of the magnesium in the almonds, right? You never want, and I'm not big on, I love the dark chocolate, but the rest of them, I'm not so big on. I'm not a big on, personally, I'm not big on grains and stuff. That's my opinion. Another way you can get magnesium into your body is Epsom salts. Like, you know, if your muscles are really sore, maybe you did a really hard workout or something, you're just, you know, your muscles are sore. If you take a soak up in a bath of Epsom salts, it will really help your body because it's going to relax the muscles. It's going to help the soreness because of the magnesium in the Epsom salts. So there are ways. So maybe you can't take a full bath. You know, most of us don't make a lot of time for that, but you could do a foot bath like that could do and absorb it through your feet because the feet have all the meridians for the entire body. So Epsom salts are a great way to get some magnesium into your body, but not always so practical. So that's why we want to supplement. So even the foods, like I don't eat really any of those foods, but so what was I going to tell you? Let's see. I think there was something else. So I have so many notes on this. I was going crazy. All right. It actually is, I have it right here. Oh, okay. So we have in the Ultra Magnesium Complex, I forget how much this is. This is like less than $9, I think, right?
I want to say it's $7.95, but it's around the $10 mark.
Yeah, it's less than 10. So this has, and so we want to get around at least 400 milligrams exogenously into our body for men and women, right? So it's okay to take more, but you really want to, and you could start this at a young age. Like I have my sons that are 23 and 21 taking magnesium because it will, thank you, Melissa, because it will help. This is for longevity, but it's going to help brain health and mental health and all of this stuff. So it's okay to start younger people on it. Like, you know, I think your 14-year-old because he's a
no,
bigger
my son's
kid.
14. He's 6'1", just shy of 200 pounds, so bigger, but his brain is still 14. But I do have him on a full dose because with what Donna was just saying, she listed all those foods, right, that you can get magnesium from. None of you are going to get your full serving of magnesium from food because the fat content in most of those foods alone usually surpasses what you're supposed to be taking in to begin with. That's why it's called a supplement. I want you guys always to remember, anything that's in that wellness pack or anything that, you know, we have in this company, they're there to supplement what you can't get from Whole Foods. And remember, when everybody asks the question, you know, is this safe? Is that safe? It's Whole Foods. Like the magnesium, there's this big thing out there. People try to get so much money for products. Like there's a product out there right now that's being promoted. Some of you will know, some of you won't. And I think it's like $50 or $60 because they have 7 of this. It's all horseshit. This product is bioactive, right? Is that the word I'm using, right? Bioactive. Bioavailable. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Lamest term, girl. That's what I get Donna here for. And this magnesium has everything you need, and the sourcing is impeccable, top notch.
So that's great. So this magnesium complex, we have glycinate and gluconate. And I want to add that there's no fillers or anything that we don't want in our bodies, which is just as important as what's in it is what's not in it. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff that are filled with fillers and things that you don't want in your body. So, and where you can keep it out, because we're surrounded all around us, there's stuff that we really don't want to ingest or breathe in or whatever. So where you can, you want to make the best choices you can. So glycinate and gluconate are what are in this one. So glycinate is the most absorbable with the least amount of side effects for magnesium. It's bound to an amino acid called glycine. So here it's all tying together again, right back to the amino acids. So it binds to glycine, which is the precursor to GABA, which has inhibitory effect on the nervous system. It's a great way to have a calming effect and may decrease seizures. So this is huge to me. GABA affects our mood and mental health. So that's what's really important. So this, we're going to support it by making sure it has the right kind of magnesium. So it may treat anxiety, calcium absorption of the bones, muscle relaxation, PMS symptoms, prevent cramps, like, you know, your leg cramps and stuff, helps your bowels and improves sleep. Gluconate, the other one in here, is greater bioavailability, which means your body will be able to absorb it better. It helps fix magnesium deficiency, reduces diabetes risk, effective antacid, cardiovascular health, and supports the nervous system. Now think about that antacid. There was a it's still on the market. I haven't used it in years. But milk of magnesia. Think about that. What you would use that for? That's from magnesium, right? That's a magnesium hydroxy whatever. So it's chemical. But what did that help you do? That was an antacid, and if you were constipated, it helped you go, because that's what magnesium does. It helps it go because it's going to improve the muscle motility there. So that product that you were talking about that has all these different types of magnesium, first of all, that you want to look, because that specific product that you're thinking of has a proprietary blend. So you don't know what you're getting of each one. And there's a lot of magnesiums that just are not easy to digest, right? You could have a lot of cramping. I looked up a product that is marketed everywhere, and then I looked it up like on Amazon. And if you look at the reviews, like they look like, oh, like 4,000, like 5 stars or something, 4 stars or something. But if you break it down and you go to the filter and you filter out just verified people, well, it brings it way down. And then if you go and look at the real reviews, how many people were saying they had diarrhea, terrible cramps, they felt terrible. Some people were talking about nausea, whatever, because not all magnesium is easy to digest, and you don't know what you're getting. So you want to make sure that it's, so you could take magnesium, and even if it's a good quality one, maybe you're taking too much for your body if you start to notice some loose stools or something, so cut back a little bit. But there's magnesium on the market that you don't need, that your body is not going to absorb properly, and you will have GI distress. So we don't want that. And we want to know what's in there, and that product has a lot of fillers and stuff too.
No,
so I'm not a
it
fan.
absolutely does. We're running up on the 20-minute mark. I want to thank you, Donna, she goes above and beyond with all this information, and everybody's really appreciating the feedback. Has been amazing. In closing, I want to remind you of 2 things. The wellness pack. Right now, if you go to the search bar of this group and you search product of the week, the last 2 videos will come up after 2:30 p.m. today. It'll be in the guides under product of the week, because I want you to, guys, if you're just tuning in now, I want you to see how these products each week, they go hand in hand. And Donna won't say it, and I'm going to. When you're being charged ridiculous money, I don't care if it's coffee, if it's this magnesium, and I know some of you know the one I'm talking about. If you see a propriety blend in anything, don't buy it. I'm just telling you that right now, because all that means is they can have 1% of the active ingredient and a bunch of shit in the rest of it. But what's really important for you guys to know, and I wish that we made commission off these products, because I'd be making a shit ton of money right now, but we do not make any commission. So these products, this company has a low overhead, can keep the products inexpensive. Sometimes your experts, they will tell you to take, just like a doctor, they make more commission off the more expensive products. So take my word for it and Donna's word for it and Live Good's word for it. This is a top-notch magnesium, as well as all the other products. If you see propriety blend, run from it. And if you have any questions and you're watching the replay, please put replay in the comments. It makes us aware that you're there, and then ask any questions. Donna and I are pretty much right on top of answering all the questions. I do try to keep these videos to 20 minutes or less. So thank you again, Donna.
I want to add, when can you take it?
Nighttime, right?
So you could do, like I do mine twice a day, because it's the serving is 2 capsules. So I break it up.
I didn't know that. I take 1 capsule. I had no idea.
It's 2 capsules. So you could do it like, if you take supplements in the afternoon, that may help your afternoon to be less stressful. I take one in the morning.
Take it with the when we mix our red and our aminos for that afternoon pickup. Would it be good to take the magnesium with that?
So I think it would be better with some food, but
okay.
You could see. I think it'd just probably be easier. It probably works better for you, but you can play around with it, see how you feel. I think it's okay. If you have trouble sleeping, like if that's because sleeping is where we heal. So that's where everything goes back to sleeping and gut health, right? So if you have trouble sleeping, maybe try both at nighttime before you go to bed. Take 2 capsules at nighttime and see if you get a better night's sleep like that. But maybe you don't need that much at nighttime, so split up the dose. But you can play with it. And the other thing is, if you're in an extreme stressful period, you take 2 before bedtime. Good. If you're going through a lot of extra stress, you can increase the dose. So
Okay.
play around
Good
with
to know.
it, you know.
Okay.
And if you can go up, and if you see your stools are a little too loose, then you want
Then
to
you know
cut
you had
back.
too much.
But if you're having a lot of stress, if you're going through something crazy, increase the dose.
Awesome. Thanks again, Donna.
All right, good to talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.